At 73, Morgan Fairchild's ageless beauty and charm remain unforgettable. She shows, along with other mid-70s actresses, that age is only a number and genuine charm never fades. Fairchild is graceful and sophisticated, from classic TV performances to her fascinating social media presence. These gorgeous actresses, including Jennifer Aniston and Ronda Rousey, leave little to the imagination with their beauty and design sense. Their exquisite style and grace in a profession that values youth is remarkable and proves that confidence and elegance transcend age. Join us as we explore the lives and careers of these exceptional women, honoring their lasting appeal and the photos that prove they're still intriguing. Gina Davis, 68. Another famous person from that era who manages to hold onto her attractiveness throughout time is Gina Davis. Despite not going to the gym as often as she would have liked, she's still in decent physical condition. Her roles in films like Thelma and Louise, The Accidental Tourist, and Beetlejuice have made Davis most famous. Davis gained recognition for her role as Dr. Nicole Herman on Grey's Anatomy in recent years. Davis also acted in the movie Eva, which came out in 2020. She married Dr. Reza Jarrahi in 2001, but the couple divorced in 2017, despite having 3 beautiful kids together. Jessica Lange, 75. One of the reputable personalities in Hollywood who won the Triple Crown of acting is Jessica Lange. Perhaps since she worked as a part-time model for a while, Lange has always had impeccable taste in clothing and has been very gorgeous. The most well-known parts Lange played were in films such as Tootsie, Frances, and King Kong. Lange's award-winning performance in the play Long Day's Journey into Night is another reason for her recognition. Lange has been a cast member of American Horror Story since 2011. Despite being in her 70s, it's hard to tell since this stunning lady hasn't aged at all. Winona Ryder, 52. In the 1980s, Winona Ryder became well known for her roles in films such as Heathers and Beetlejuice. She became an even greater celebrity in the scene because of her parts in The Age of Innocence and Edward Scissorhands. Many people find Ryder's style admirable since she's always made wise decisions. Although she may have had some personal difficulties in the 2000s, seeing her in such a positive position is encouraging. Ryder is still starring in the popular television series Stranger Things as Joyce Byers. Nicole Kidman, 57. Nicole Kidman began her acting career in Australia in the 1980s, and by the 1990s she was able to break into the Hollywood industry. Her most well-known parts are from Moulin Rouge and Far and Away, as well as To Die For. Kidman can kill it in any ostentatious gown when she walks the red carpet, and her form still looks beautiful despite her advanced age. She appeared in the 2018 blockbuster movie Aquaman and continues to have a highly active acting career. Jeri Ryan. Sci-fi enthusiasts are acquainted with Jeri Ryan. Her career took off when she played Seven of Nine, a former Borg drone, in the well-known science fiction film Star Trek Picard. Her performance in the film earned her 4 Saturn Award nominations, and in 2001, she took home the trophy. After graduating from college, Jeri began acting full-time, and her first role was in Who's the Boss? Jeri is still performing professionally, and in 2020, she appeared in a few TV movies such as MacGyver, The Ready Room, and Star Trek Picard. Priscilla Presley, 79. Most of you know Priscilla Presley, Elvis Presley's former spouse. They divorced after Priscilla and Elvis were married for 6 years in 1967. Actress Priscilla has starred in many well-known shows, including Dallas and Naked Gun. These days, Priscilla's been keeping herself busy as a producer. She executive produced 2 planned films, The Legacy of Gaston Leroux, The Man Behind the Mask, and Sung Bong Choi, The Boy with No Name. Marissa Tomei, 59. Since time has been kind to her, Marissa Tomei's name will undoubtedly come up when discussing immaculate aging. When Tomei appeared on television programs like As the World Turns and A Different World in the 1980s, she became well known. Her most well-known roles on the big screen have been What Women Want, Anger Management, and My Cousin Vinny. We may assume she visits the gym weekly based on how trim she is now. In the next Spider-Man, Far From Home, Tomei will again play Aunt May Parker. Meg Ryan, 62. Meg Ryan's appearance on As the World Turns helped her become well-known in the 1980s. When Harry Met Sally was Ryan's first well-known role. It also marked the first time she received a Golden Globe nomination. She also starred in You've Got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle, and When a Man Loves a Woman. Ryan seems to have maintained her body well over the years, and at 62, we have no doubt that she'll look stunning in an elaborate gown. Ryan has dabbled in film production work behind the scenes as a director and producer. She gained notoriety as the brains behind the 2016 film Ithaca. Dame Diana Rigg, 82. Midway through the 1960s, Dame Diana Rigg became well known for her role as Emma Peel on The Avengers. In the film On Her Majesty's Secret Service, she portrayed Teresa Di Vincenzo, the wife of James Bond. Rigg portrayed Elena Tyrell in the hit television series Game of Thrones from 2013 to 2017. Rigg is now in her 80s, so she may no longer need to follow a rigorous diet. All that she should consume is what will maintain her robust and healthy. 2018 saw Rigg star in the musical My Fair Lady as Mrs. Higgins. Pam Greer, 75. Pam Greer's most well-known performance was in the early 1970s theater. Her roles in films including Foxy Brown, Sheba Baby, and The Big Birdcage were among her most well-known. Greer was nominated for a Golden Globe Award and received a Satellite Award for her performance as Jackie Brown. Greer seems to need more motivation to work out daily and looks better than she did back then. Still, she's already reached the pinnacle of her profession and should be bouncing around these days. Greer is scheduled to feature in the 2019 film Palms. Ariana Richards, 44. The role Ariana Richards is best known for in Jurassic Park is that of Lex Murphy. Tremors, Tremors 3, Back to Perfection, and Angus were among Richards' other well-known performances. Richards had a successful career as a young actress, but as time passed, she decided to seek a profession outside of the flash and glamour of Hollywood. She began her artistic career in the 2000s, and in 2005, her work Lady of the Dahlias won first place in the National Professional Oil Work Competition. Richards is 44 years old, and we bet she still fits into many of her old wardrobes since she's maintained her trim shape over the years thanks to a healthy lifestyle. Molly Ringwald, 56. In the 1980s, Molly Ringwald was among the most well-liked adolescent stars. Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, and The Breakfast Club were among the hits she starred in. With Ringwald, a lot has stayed the same over the years, and she continues to wear her trademark bob haircut. Ringwald maintained her reputation and profession, unlike other celebrities who lost their jobs due to vices. Even now, younger audiences are familiar with her from her performances on Riverdale and The Kissing Booth. She's still acting. Eva Longoria, 49. When Eva Longoria portrayed Isabella Bragna on The Young and the Restless, she became well known for the first time. However, the role she was given as Gabrielle Solis on Desperate Housewives was her big break. Longoria began working behind the scenes as a producer in more recent years. She's contributed to shows including John Wick, Telenovela, and Devious Maids. Longoria had birth in 2018, therefore it could be some time before she can be seen walking the red carpet in a short dress. In 2019, Longoria will feature in the Dora the Explorer film. Ursula Andress, 88. When Ursula Andress played Honey Ryder in the 1962 James Bond film Dr. No, she became well known. Later, she portrayed Vesper Lynd in the Bond movie Casino Royale, another one of her roles. Andress had several jobs that required her to wear nothing but a bikini, so she must have been on a tight diet back then. The 2005 film The Bird Preachers featured Andress's last performance. Although she's been leading a regular life lately, she sometimes appears on television. Leslie Ann Down, 70. Since the 1970s, Leslie Ann Down has had a busy career as an actor. Her roles on Upstairs, Downstairs, The Pink Panther Strikes Again, North and South, and Dallas may be familiar to you. Even now, Down continues to take on tasks left and right. As you can see, she's been fortunate to age well. For someone 70 years old, Down has an impeccable sense of style. While Down's most recent television appearance was on The Bold and the Beautiful, her most recent cinema part was in Alex and the List. Denise Austin, 67. Denise Austin has been a well-known fitness teacher since the 1980s. Over the years, she's released several well-known fitness films, including Pilates for Everybody and Shrink Your Female Fat Zones. She was on the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports in the early 2000s. Austin's ESPN2 show, Getting Fit with Denise Austin, allowed her to be seen on television often. Austin, who turned 67 this year, is still in excellent physical shape, even though her most recent training video was published in 2014. Jennifer Aniston, 55. The fact that actress Jennifer Aniston still has the figure of a 30-year-old makes it difficult to believe she's 55 years old. Aniston undoubtedly takes her diet and exercise regimen quite seriously. Aniston became well known in the 1990s when she played Rachel Green on the hit television program Friends. Since then, Aniston has been fortunate to have a successful acting career that allows her to continue doing what she loves. Murder Mystery and Dumplin' are two forthcoming Netflix films starring Aniston. Rachel Ray, 55. Celebrity chef Rachel Ray is well known for anchoring the Rachel Ray program on the Food Network. Since Ray is always surrounded by delicious food, we imagine it would be difficult for her to stick to a rigorous diet. In addition to her work as a presenter, Rachel Ray is the author of many cookbooks and her magazine, Every Day with Rachel Ray. Everyone is Italian on Sunday is Ray's most recent cookbook. Rachel Ray Home Collection is the name of Ray's furniture brand. Ronda Rousey, 37. Ronda Rousey has always struggled to maintain healthy nutrition and workout practices. This resulted from her upbringing in judo and her subsequent transition to mixed martial arts. Because of her discipline and perseverance, Rousey had a record-breaking tenure as the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. Rousey began a wrestling career, so you would seldom see her in the UFC these days. Rousey is available on WWE Raw. Rousey won the Raw Women's Championship at the 2018 SummerSlam. Suzanne Summers, 76. Suzanne Summers is a multi-talented American woman who excels in acting, singing, writing, and business. Although she's successful in show business, the majority of her income comes from writing self-help books. She's even published a few poetry collections, and her opinions on complementary cancer therapies have sparked a national debate. Summers is a very busy lady, and it doesn't seem she'll be retiring soon. Mary Steenburgen, 71. Mary Steenburgen became well-known in Hollywood in the 1980s because of her performance in Melvin and Howard, for which she was nominated for both the Academy and Golden Globe Awards Best Supporting Actress. Her other noteworthy parts are in Tender Night and Ragtime. Steenburgen seems to have never struggled with her diet or way of life, which explains why she still looks great. With her playing career, Steenburgen has amassed a substantial wealth. Her most recent performances have been in movies such as Book Club and Antiquities. Zoe Saldana, 46. After working on the Star Trek and Avatar film series, actress Zoe Saldana became well known in the late 2000s. Saldana will return to Neytiri's character in the next Avatar films. Saldana is also well known to most of you for playing Gamora in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. As it happens, Saldana has an autoimmune condition called Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which requires her to maintain a strict diet and avoid dairy and gluten. Saldana's pursuit of health has paid off, as she doesn't seem to be in her 40s. Helen Mirren, 78. Since the 1960s, Helen Mirren has been a part of the Hollywood scene. In addition to being well known for her Tony Award-winning work in the play The Audience, Mirren is also a famous stage actor, having starred in films such as The Queen, Prime Suspect, and Elizabeth I. Even now, Mirren enjoys going to Hollywood events and often appears on the red carpet wearing elegant designer gowns. A few of Mirren's next films include The Good Liar, Berlin, and I Love You. Morgan Fairchild, 73. Morgan gained notoriety in the 1970s and 1980s. She has a consistent career with many TV series. Her program was Days of Our Lives. She was well known in the 1970s and 1980s. She was prosperous and made appearances on TV shows. She had another fruitless attempt at cosmetic surgery. Her length of service in the industry attests to her aptitude and flexibility. Following Flamingo Road, she rose to fame as a serial opera performer in the 1980s. She became well known for her serial depiction of the infamous Constance Weldon. Fairchild has maintained her status after Flamingo Road with notable cameo appearances. She made a cameo appearance on Rugrats in 2021. She demonstrated her acting prowess by taking on the role of Jennifer Pace on Search for Tomorrow. She appeared on almost all major sitcoms in the late 1970s, such as Happy Days, Dallas, and Morgan Mindy. Fairchild is now in front of new audiences. She appeared as a guest star on Roseanne, Touched by an Angel, and Seventh Heaven, in addition to portraying Chandler's mother in 5 Friends episodes. Martha Stewart, 82. As a highly successful entrepreneur, Martha Stewart owns her own firm, Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia. She's also well known for presenting shows such as Martha Stewart Living and Martha. She's also the author of many best-selling novels and her magazine. In 2004, Stewart was found guilty after being embroiled in a stock trading case. Stewart was able to pick herself up after severe setback and bring her business around. Stewart joined the Food Network's Chopped culinary competition as a judge in 2018. Lena Olen, 69. Lena Olen is another actress from that era who still looks stunning in a little dress. Olen's most well-known roles have been in films such as Enemies, A Love Story, Casanova, and The Unbearable Lightness of Being. Olen participated in pageants before turning into an actor, and she was able to win Miss Scandinavia in 1974. Olen's most well-known TV character from Alias was Irina Derevko. Olen is still working in the business, and The Artist's Wife is her next film. Nancy McKeon, 58. Nancy McKeon began her acting career in the late 1970s, but The Facts of Life casting her as Joel in 1980 marked her big break. She spent 8 years as a cast member. Her other well-known roles were in Style and Substance, The Division, and Can't Hurry Love. McKeon participated in the 27th season of Dancing with the Stars in 2018. She can do the show, even we're accustomed to watching her act. She must have burned many calories from all the dancing she performed. Jenny Agutter, 71. Jenny Agutter had a hectic career as a child actor throughout the 1960s. Her early prominent parts were in The Railway Children and East of Sudan. The 1970s saw Agutter's acting career take off thanks to her roles in Logan's Run, Equus, and The Eagle Has Landed. Agutter is most known to younger fans for her role as Captain America's Winter Soldier and the Avengers Councilwoman Holly. Agutter, who is 71 years old, can work because she tries to maintain her health and fitness. Agutter is a Call of the Midwife star right now. Valerie Bertelli, 64. When Valerie Bertelli started starring in the television series One Day at a Time as Barbara Cooper Royer, she became well known. Her television credits also include Hot in Cleveland and Touched by an Angel. Bertelli is well known for her affiliation with the Jenny Craig diet plan. She lost almost 50 pounds in the late 2000s because of her diet and exercise regimen. Her books, Losing It and Gaining My Life Back 1 pound at a Time, and Finding It and Satisfying My Hunger for Life Without Opening the Fridge, discuss her weight reduction struggle. Ceil Shepard, 74. In the 1960s, Ceil Shepard was regarded as a fashion icon. Later, she decided to try acting, and she was fortunate to become well known for her role in the 1971 film The Last Picture Show. She starred in films that were box office failures, including Daisy Miller and At Long Last Love. Shepard still sometimes finds employment in the business despite her declining popularity. Her latest television appearance was in an episode of the Comedy Central Roast in 2018. Her most recent film performance was in the 2017 film Rose. Lisa Whelchel, 61. Actress Lisa Whelchel played Blair Warner for around 9 years on The Facts of Life. She was also known for being a Mouseketeer on the New Mickey Mouse Club, a variety program. She also explored singing and was nominated for a Grammy for her Christian CD, All Because of You. Whelchel's most notable accomplishment on Survivor Philippines in 2012 was coming in second and winning over a lot of fans. She must have had a demanding workout performing the performance. Dame Judi Dench, 89. Dame Judi Dench has a successful career in front of the camera and on stage. Starring in Shakespeare's plays like Macbeth, Romeo and Juliet, and Hamlet brought Dench fame. Her early well-known film appearances were those in Mrs. Brown, Shakespeare in Love, and Goldeneye. She also had television series roles in As Time Goes By and A Fine Romance. Dench is still active and has a full project schedule, unlike some performers in their 80s who have already retired. Dench will appear in films like 6 Minutes to Midnight, Artemis Fowl, and Cats in 2019. Cassandra Peterson, 72. When Cassandra Peterson isn't sporting her black wig and gothic attire, you might not even recognize her. Peterson was Elvira, formerly known as the Mistress of the Dark. Every week on KHJ TV, Peterson presented a horror program called Elvira's Movie Macabre. In addition, Peterson acted in films such as Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Elvira's Haunted Hills. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark is a brand new comic series that Peterson published in 2018. She was a guest on Hollywood Weapons, Reality or Fiction as well, and Storage Wars, Scariest Lockers special for Halloween. Tina Majorino, 39. Because of her parts in Karina, Andre, and When a Man Loves a Woman, Tina Majorino became well-known very early. Majorino left the acting world at 13, although she later returned after completing high school. Later, she was greeted with a fresh wave of success thanks to her parts in Veronica Mars, Grey's Anatomy, and Napoleon Dynamite. Majorino has always shown a distinct sense of style and has taken some bold hair risks. The most recent role Majorino's had is in the television series Scorpion. Shaka Khan, 71. In the 1970s, Shaka Khan rose to prominence in the music industry as the lead vocalist of the funk group Rufus. In addition to her enormous success with the band, she also had success as a solo performer. In the end, she earned the title Queen of Funk. Khan chose to adopt a vegan diet since she had high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. Although it's been over 10 years since her last studio album was published, in 2018 she released a new song called Like Sugar. Heather Locklear, 62. TV beauty Heather Locklear continues to wow us with her charms after captivating us with her Spin City and Melrose Place performances. Maybe her bad experience in alcohol recovery institutions makes her feisty and stubborn to the laws of aging, or maybe the courage that comes from having survived 2 divorces keeps her flame alive. Regardless of the situation, we can't help but like her. Not many people who conquer addiction manage to stay as stunning. Moren McCormick, 67. Fans of the Brady Bunch will undoubtedly recognize Moren McCormick as the actress who portrayed Marcia Brady in the television series The Brady Bunch. In addition, she portrayed the same role in A Very Brady Christmas, The Brady Kids, and The Brady Bunch Hour. Regretfully, McCormick battled eating disorders, addiction, and mental health problems at one point in her life. She had the good fortune to get the assistance she needed. In 2019, McCormick will star in a movie called Rock, Paper, Dead, which will be shown on wide screens. Dame Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews began her career as a theater actress when she was only a little girl. Andrews became a well-known Broadway star because of her roles in My Fair Lady and Camelot. Later, she rose to fame in film thanks to her critically acclaimed roles in The Sound of Music and Mary Poppins. Andrews is well known to younger fans for her role as the Queen in the Princess Diaries films. Regarding her sense of style, Andrews never fails to turn heads on the red carpet by wearing her characteristic jacket. She was announced that she would provide a voice in the upcoming December 2018 film Aquaman. Jane Seymour, 73. Jane Seymour, another Bond girl, is undoubtedly a legendary figure in Hollywood. Her performance in Live and Let Die thrust her into the spotlight. But what makes her stand out from the celebrity set is her heterochromia. Seymour has stayed afloat despite going through 4 divorces and paying a fair amount to legal divorce agencies. This is a significant accomplishment because her third husband's bad investments almost drove her into bankruptcy. But Jane has matured like a good wine for some reason. Tuesday Weld, 80. Tuesday Weld began her acting career as a child, but her greatest success came from taking on more adult parts. Weld had a lovely body and exceptional attractiveness, so any garment looked wonderful. She received the Most Promising Female Newcomer Award at the Golden Globes in 1960. Weld had some of her best roles on Once Upon a Time in America, The Winter of Our Discontent, and Play It As It Lays. The stunning actress and the legendary Elvis Presley had a love relationship in the past. Following her last performance in 2001 film Chelsea Walls, Weld decided to lead a peaceful life. Sissy Spacek, 74. Actress Sissy Spacek has been in the business since the 1970s and has won several awards. Her roles in films like Crimes of the Heart, Carrie, and The Bedroom are among her most remembered. Jack Fisk, renowned for his art director and production designer work, and Spacek were married in 1974. Together, Spacek and Fisk have 2 daughters. Spacek starred in 2 films in 2018, The Old Man and The Gun and Castle Rock, where she played Ruth Deaver. Goldie Hawn, 78. Goldie Hawn's roles in Cactus Flower, There's a Girl in My Soup, and Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In helped her rise to fame in Hollywood. Despite pursuing acting for many years, Hawn is still working and has not announced her retirement yet. Hawn portrayed Mrs. Claus in the 2018 film The Christmas Chronicles. Even though Hawn and Kurt Russell have been together since 1983, without obtaining a marriage license, the couple seems to be happy as ever. Like Mom, all of Hawn's children chose to pursue acting. Linda Carter, 72. You may have been surprised to learn that Linda Carter is already elderly. She still has a young appearance, which we're sure comes from her dedication to skincare. She could seem younger partly because of the clothing she wears. Carter's most well-known role was in the 1970s in the Wonder Woman television series. Before she started acting, Carter was a beauty queen who won the title of Miss World America in 1972. In 2018, Carter made appearances in Supergirl and Super Troopers 2. Katherine Bell, 55. The 2007 to 2013 television series Jag made American-British-Iranian actress, model, and producer Katherine Bell well known for portraying Lieutenant Colonel Sarah Mackenzie. When Katherine decided to explore acting, she did it in the 1990 comedy Sugar and Spice. Before assuming the iconic part, Katherine secured a 3-line job in Jag. Following CBS's takeover of the show, she re-auditioned and was cast as Sarah Mackenzie. The rest is history. In addition, she played Denise Sherwood in Army Wives and Cassandra, or Cassie Nightingale, in Hallmark's The Good Witch and related episodes. For a performance in The Triangle, Katherine was nominated in 2006 for a Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actress on Television. Although Katherine is no longer often seen on television, she's still performing and most recently appeared in the role of Sarah Mackenzie on NCIS Los Angeles. Victoria Principal, 74. Victoria Principal is well known to all those interested in soap operas. She's an actor now, but she's also a producer, writer, and businesswoman. Victoria gained notoriety for a performance in the American opera Dallas as Pamela Barnes Ewing. She spent 9 years in the soap drama as Pamela. She then decided to create Victoria Principal Productions, her production firm. When Victoria launched her skincare brand, Principal Secret, in 1989, she developed an interest in holistic beauty treatments. She was also successful as a writer since 3 of her books addressed skincare. Beauty, well-being, health, and fitness were top sellers. Victoria is rather adept at balancing her 4 careers. Melissa Sue Anderson, 61. Actress Melissa Sue Anderson was born in 1962 in Canada and the United States. Her most well-known performance is that of Mary Ingalls from Little House on the Prairie, for which she received an Emmy nomination. She went on to get an Emmy for her work in the television series Which Mother Is Mine? Michael Sloan, a TV writer and producer, is Melissa's husband. The two of them have 2 kids together. Melissa has a great appearance and a net worth of $1.5 million, so she should be happy. Brook Shields, 59. At 12, Brook Shields gained public recognition for her role in Pretty Baby. She gained even greater popularity in the 1980s due to her leading parts in the television series Endless Love and The Blue Lagoon. Shields seems young and radiant for her age, indicating that she's taken good care of her health and fitness. Shields has been doing voice acting for television programs, including Mr. Pickles and Creative Galaxy in recent years. Her most recent piece was called My Boyfriend's Meds. Katherine Bach, 70. Since taking on the role of Daisy Duke in the television series The Dukes of Hazzard, Katherine Bach has become well known in the acting world. Her next major undertaking was a role in the television series African Skies as Marga Dutton. Bach is not only an actress but also a businesswoman, since in 2002 she launched her jewelry collection at Debenhams. Polly Peretti, 55. Polly Peretti's most well-known role is from the television program NCIS. She began contributing to the series in 2003 and continued appearing until 2018. In addition to her role in the crime drama, Peretti also portrayed Abby Scudo in JAG, NCIS Los Angeles, and NCIS New Orleans. Peretti has a bold sense of style and doesn't mind being seen in outrageous attire. In addition to her career as an actress, Peretti co-owns Donna Bell's Bake Shop in New York. Erika Eleniak, 54. Erika waited for her big break after making her film debut in E.T. the Extraterrestrial, playing a little role. She didn't get widespread recognition until her seductive appearance on the popular television program Baywatch. The former model, featured in a Playboy magazine issue in 1989, took on fewer parts and was an actor in few reality TV shows. The elderly woman was said to have battled alcoholism, but it's unclear whether she checked herself into a treatment facility. Nevertheless, the lady is stunning regardless of her problems. Samantha Fox, 58. Samantha Fox was well known for appearing on The Sun in the 1980s, when she was often shown wearing nothing. Fox was just a teenager at this time. By the middle of the 1980s, Fox had taken up singing, and her first song, Touch Me, I Want Your Body, peaked at #1 on the charts. Fox still maintains a high level of busyness and a hectic schedule. Michelle Pfeiffer, 66. Michelle Pfeiffer's career took off when she starred in Scarface and Grease 2. Since then, she's persisted in her acting career and has established herself as one of the industry's most exceptional actors. Hopefully, she has no quick intentions to retire, since her beauty and acting prowess can still wow viewers. Jennifer Grey, 64. Before being known worldwide with the smash movie Dirty Dancing, Grey starred in the 1980s popular film Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like many of her peers, she could never duplicate her 1980s success. Even though she tried her luck with cosmetic surgery, her career was lost. Marlo Thomas, 86. Acting began in 1960 for Margaret Julia Marlo Thomas, better known as Marlo Thomas. In 1961, during her early career, Marlo co-starred with her father on an episode of Dick Powell's Zane Grey Theater on CBS. She writes, produces, and engages in social activism. Marlo gained notoriety for her role in the 1966 comedy That Girl, which ran until 1971. She decided not to continue in the show because she felt it would not send a positive message to female viewers. Several accolades have been bestowed to Marlo, such as 4 Emmys, a Golden Globe, a George Foster Peabody Award, and a prize for her children's book, Free to Be You and Me. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon